welcome to my video. In this video, I'm going to talk about playing with your dog. I have made a previous video about playing with your cat. Are you playing with your cat correctly? If you are interested in that, be sure to check that video out. But this video is going to focus on dogs. Dogs are a social species, so play is really important for dogs, and they really want to play with you. There are many reasons that dogs play. For example, puppies play to learn and to discover the world and their bodies and how to interact with other dogs. Play really does serve a purpose for our dogs, not just in puppyhood, but throughout their whole life. Playing isn't always a sign that things are going great with your dog. Play can also be a sign of boredom. Play between other dogs, especially an older dog and a younger dog, also has the potential to be stressful for your dog. This is play that is very one-sided, when one dog wants to play and another doesn't. This can cause anxiety or stress within your dog, the dog that doesn't want to play and is kind of being forced to play. And play with humans is really important. So as a dog owner, you want to be playing with your dog. It is a really great way to bond with your dog and get to know your dog's personality, get to know the individual that your dog is. Play between you and your dog should not revolve around commands. There should be no training, no commands at all during play. You're not asking your dog to sit or to stay. That is not play. If you're trying to tell your dog how to behave, you're not playing with your dog. Play should be free and fun, and your dog should be able to do whatever they want within the means of being safe, of course. Play is really important in strengthening your bond with your dog. Individual play is also great for dogs when they play by themselves. Individual play can be rewarding for your dog, it can reduce stress, but if your dog is only playing with themselves and not other dogs and not humans, your dog is most likely playing because they are bored. Social play with other dogs is really great for dogs' health and overall happiness. And dogs that don't get enough play opportunities when they are young with a variety of dogs can show signs in adulthood that they don't really know how to play or interact with other dogs. And often their play can be interpreted as aggression when it may not be aggression at all. Dogs can also make playful movements. They can kind of try and engage in play when they are feeling uncomfortable. This has been shown to happen when a dog interacts with a human and the dog is trying to avoid something that is unpleasant to them. They start to play and become playful in a way to avoid that unpleasantness. It is important to play with your dog because play really strengthens the connection and the relationship, the bond that you have with your dog. You also really get to learn and know your dog's personality, and it is really important to remember that when you play with your dog, you don't tell your dog how to react. You don't give commands, and there's no obedience, there's no training, there's no treats involved. You just let your dog play. For example, if you play tug with your dog, it's important that you aren't actually tugging back. This can be damaging to a dog's teeth, and you're kind of just holding the toy and letting your dog tug. You're letting your dog show the strength, and you're letting your dog lead. It's important in play to let your dog lead, to follow your dog. Follow what your dog wants to do. For example, my dog Penny, she loves to play fetch and she loves to chase the ball, but sometimes she just wants to hold on the ball in her mouth and she wants me to kind of pretend to try and get the ball out of her mouth, and this really isn't fun for me. I rather throw the ball, watch her get it, and bring it back, and sometimes she just doesn't want to do that. And if I want to genuinely play with her, I need to see what she wants to do and engage with her in the way that she wants to play, not in the way that I think dogs should play or the way that's more fun to me. So it's really important to follow your dog's lead and play for the pure purpose of making your dog happy. When I do this, I really get to learn her personality and I can see her individuality coming through. I learn a lot more about her and she shows me how she wants to play. Of course, you need to be considerate of what's safe and what isn't, and what may harm your dog or what may not. But when you let your dog just be themselves and you're more supervising, but you're engaging with your dog the way that your dog wants to engage with you, you really form this sort of communication. It's kind of like a dance that you two do together, and your dog's the lead. And playing like this really expands into the rest of your life with your dog, the way that you take your dog on walks, the way that you feed your dog, the way that you interact and communicate with your dog on a regular basis. Play should be spontaneous, and play should be affectionate. Play should be by your dog's rules. And don't think that you have to play with your dog for really long periods of time. Dogs tend to tire out pretty quickly. They only maybe need 10 minutes of this, or even 5 minutes of this kind of play. My dog Penny, she's a very active breed. She's a cattle dog and she doesn't herd. She lives in the city, but she has a lot of energy and she's always on the go. But when we really play, when we play her way, it's short. It's around 5, never really longer than 10 minutes, and she's had enough. So don't think that this has to be a long thing that's hard to do. Just set aside 5 minutes of your day. Your dog probably won't even want to play every day in this way, but a few times a week, and just let your dog take the lead. See how your dog wants to play. If you've never done this before, it might take your dog a little getting used to. They might not really know what to do, but let them explore, let them have fun. You also might have to teach your dog to let you engage with them. If you've never really played with them before, or you've never let them take the lead, they might not know how to play with you as well. They might not know how to include you in their game, because it's never happened before. Go slow, show your dog that you're interested. The next time your dog is playing by themselves, you can talk to them, you can say, oh, what have you got there? What are you doing? Can I see? And just show your dog that you're interested. And the more that you show your dog you're interested in what they're doing, they'll include you in their life, in their play, in their world. They'll come up to you. When your dog comes up to you with a toy or tries to engage in play, let your dog take the lead. Let your dog see where they want this game to go, how they want to play. I hope this video was helpful, and let me know how you play with your dog, or some weird games that your dog has come up with that they think is really fun. Like, I think it's really what Penny loves, to just hold the ball in her mouth, and I kind of just like pretend to smack her around, and she really loves that. And I'm like, how could this be fun? But she thinks it's a blast, and I have fun because I love watching her have fun, and she makes me laugh, and we have fun together. And I'd be really curious about what your dog thinks is fun and how your dog likes to show you how to play. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.